to go towards CC, and they go towards the Kaiser instead. Your only hard CC is Alistair. However, I will say
that more innate mobility with your R, with your W. Now that Lear doesn't have flash, if you get in range, you're likely staying there.
You know, funnily enough, there was a question in chat about, well, you know, us as cast diving and trying to get themselves big burst combos. Wacko behind Cube right now. How's that? It also, of course, means he doesn't have flash. Wade's going to come into tower. Yeah, he's going to have to use his W well here. As they're coming through, here it comes. Stopping Shower Chef and pressing the WQ keys.
Flash, headbutt into the wall, pulverize after, Hound's Pursuit, and death comes to Gwen. Nice play. Wacko having to play, but in a new...
And is punished for his bold move forwards. You can't play like that. This is a big play that Jun has here.
Oh, in comes the Hound's Pursuit. Vampire has looked to get out and cannot do so. We said you can only flash one's great crescent guard. Cube now coming on forward. The exhaust comes down. Taeyun on a good flank angle. Monkey flashing away. Ijang taken low. Flashes out himself. And there's no audacious charge angle. Cube head-butted away. Still has another set of the needles to throw. Nice W from Jun Hao, denies it. Xiaoxia now dies though, as Taeyun was untouched on the other side of the play.
Well, all this is happening. The best. Saber, not been around for the play for a while, going towards the top side. He's going to get himself a plate here. Might be able to get one maybe on top side, not sure why. Second from the looks of it. Typically, I would see something like a Black Cleaver. He could go towards Opportunity. I actually think Serpent's Fang very, very valuable here. Junhao's going to spot up Vampire. Hey, he doesn't have flash. Again, it's a big problem.
He's so dead. The W back is good, but there's the Hound's Pursuit to turn it around. Monkey now dashes on forward, trying to get the kill. They don't secure the kill on the Vampire, who got enough healing with, in fact, that heal summon spell. Kara's coming on over, forces a flash, but now up comes Ijang. Cube on the other side. Weaver's Wall comes on down, and not really much more. Lot burn to keep Vampire.
Because it's so early into the game when that lead was established. Matters less as the game goes on. We're going to see Cube take down this bot lane outer turret, and that will be first turret of the game, and indeed that does pop up. Sad not able to do that on the top side of the map, but I'll try and get themselves a Herald, which will allow them to contest mid lane priority for the first time in the game as Wacko misses a cannon minion. Oops.
How dare you. Seraphs just kicks over for Karis, now looking for potential, but it's too late. The Seraphs is in. Can you burn the Seraphs? At the very least does so, forces a flash, looking for more, gonna get the damage with the Deathmark proc! Doesn't even have to care about the Seraphs. Burns the flash at the end, afraid.
Oh, Saber doesn't quite catch that ward. He catches it now, so you'll know that that ward is there at least, but you can't clear it in time.
Can't. He still looks to go forwards. Throws out the Living Shadow and a Shadow Slash. There's lots of shadows with Zed. Wall comes on down, but how much avail? Cube skips and touch over the wall. The Eclipse is nasty. Vampire in danger. Flat for the Dragon is won by Monkey, who now has that ult rolling. Xiaoxia backs away, having pulverized two. The double Thunderdome thrown down, but they are swiftly out of business. Monkey in danger. Hound's Pursuit. Reset from Jun Hao. Saber exhausted and hops right back, but that leaves Karis out to dry. Burned up by Wacko. You can only exhaust one.
WE get the dragon, but they lose sight of the threat of the Ultra Prime engaging back onto them. And this gives now, you know, gold over to Wacko, who's almost closed up in that bot lane matchup. Zed is further ahead, Jun Hao is further ahead, and WE, they are not winning these team fights. I really think there's going to be an issue now where they're kind of even in the game without that engaged support, without easy to play CC. They will take the mid lane turret. That's a good strategic win for them. But giving up the Atakan, that's a good...
Saber in particular, a lot of license to send it. Overcome WE though, they want to play this. Gonna smite it, secured. Back away, Ultra Prime. Have Saber shift over the wall and get out to safety.
One of the big things there is that people do not realize play in mid lane though instead if they want to go for a bigger play, but with the Atakan, you can see the threat, you can play more brazenly and look for these closer 1v1s.
Looking for the all-in. Sabers around, but they're going to throw down the equalizer now. Jun Hao on an angle, eviscerates forward, and in the pursuit! Monkey, see? Monkey dies. Saber will withdraw, but his damage is already done. Taeyun can't flash far enough away. Double to Wacko. Cube in danger. Xiaoxia backing on out. Karis tries to throw down enough threaded bullies.
I was about to go onto that topic because what's going to happen is Saber is going to go towards Black Cleaver, and then the Neferi can play around that 2 equalizer, blows the W, and Cube is alone in the 1v2.
There's the exhaust, but it's then not on Ijang, who will get out to safety, use the ult, use the exhaust. Saber now in a 1v3. Has to be a bit wary. Zed is strong, but I don't think he's 1v3 strong quite yet.
That's not quite 2013 Zed, who genuinely could do that in terrifying ways.
Him and LeBlanc.
For those of you that didn't watch back in 2013, 2014, champions like Zed, Talon, Riven at that point could pull off incredible things as AD assassin mid laners. And yeah, Riven was a mid laner at that point. The Ultra Prime going to walk down towards bot lane. 4 people strong. The W have to respond to this somehow or other. Karma Cube just doesn't feel very powerful now, does it? The dopamine of the Ezreal Khan was worn off. The Kai'Sa is ahead. Maybe they feel they have to, because if they don't, they're just going to keep bleeding out.
Xiaoxia clearing wards. Where is Monkey? Not to be here in time. It's gone.
It's gone. Maybe they can play for a bit of poke. Maybe they can play to group up, peel back with the Shinzo ultimate for your Taliyah and your Ezreal. But it feels like it is so hard to force the right kind of fight now.
Seismic shove doesn't get that much value. Xiaoxia goes forward. It's across the unraveled earth, but W need have to run away. Hound's Pursuit comes through. Vampire in danger with the death box on top of him. Goes down. They get the kill. That gives a reset for the Hound's Pursuit. Carries in danger. Eviscerate forward. Taeyun falls as well. And you can't run away from this absolute onslaught of assassins and wolves. The Curs, filthy and violent, come on forwards and claim 3. Yes, it's against WE, who we've not always been sold on, but this is cool stuff to see.
Xiaoxia going in again, has himself level 11, doesn't have the ult right now. Monkey may be caught out though.
Just to back away, W goes wide this time, but the Hound's Pursuit, gotta go on forwards, Crescent Guard pops. Back away, couple ults used there to know that much of avail.
Junhao goes for the raw lethality, well not lethality, but the raw kind of percent penetration, going for the AD assassin build instead of the bruiser for the Neferi. If Zed goes first and Neferi goes after, they absolutely destroy the first target.
Zed, this is good stuff, and yes, I think it's not going to be completely viable across Fearless, shall we say, but if you've got this style of composition in a back pocket, it gives you something that other teams don't. The other teams, those wards did turn out to be vaguely useful. In another world, that could have been a dead dog.
It wouldn't have been too different from our own Monkey flashing force. They really need to get a play before Ultra Prime close the doors shut.
Zhonya's comes on down, keeps Zhang alive, can look to potentially equalize and does so. Waits late, but will die for it. First kill in a long time for W, only their second of the game, but Monkey down as well. And the headbutt throws that jungler into the Lion's Den. Sorry, Wolf's Den.
If it can walk over as well, remember, if it gets below half HP, Zed shreds objectives. Kai'Sa with the passive ticking over also does the same.
Xiaoxia looking to body block, Saber not on there looking to threaten. Vampire, Taeyun in danger, just use the E, that puts Taeyun in a dangerous spot, has to back away. Shield comes on through, but that is still barren and no real contest available. So a nice pickup from Ultra Prime, who waited a second or two, but now have Xiaoxia and Saber looking to corral, teleport in. Ejang respawned, there is no Monkey here quite yet. Saber now on the angle, but there will be a decent ward spotting him out looking for it. On the other side, though, Cube split off from the team. Massive damage. Gets eviscerated, quite literally. In comes the Hound's Pursuit. Equalized on the other side of the double pulverized. In comes a killer instinct from Kai'Sa. Monkey dies on respawn as Saber's running at Vampire. Goes for the renewal healing. Just about gets it. Root touch the turret. Will just about fall down. Well done, Vampire.
Saber goes too far and is killed by the creature of the night. Vampire will get something, but it all is a bit of a silver lining. They don't have themselves a silver bullet for the wolf in the jungle. Ultra Prime will march their way up into the upper bracket to face off against FPX in a best of 3 coming up after this.
They lock Zed. They lock Neferi. They play a comp that now looks like what Ultra Prime have decided is their comfort, and WE kicked down into the lower bracket. Ultra Prime